Joe Hopkins here, and I'm doing a little tutorial on guitar tricks that you can do. Now keep in mind, I'm trying to keep it, fairly simple. So if you're a more advanced guitarist, and some of these early ones, some of the first couple are a little too easy for you, skip ahead or bear with me. I'll get the fancier stuff, but it's just, basic stuff that's easy to learn, or some of it might take a little bit of practice, but once you get it down, you can, once you get it down, you get it down. Well, let's start off here for the very, very beginners, right? Let's see, am I on? Yeah, I'm on. Okay. Let's start with hammer-ons, right? Hammer-ons. Most of you guys might know this stuff. Ooh, a little bit of feedback. Most of you guys probably know this stuff, but it's not that hard. And for guys that don't, people that don't, and I'll show you how you can use them interestingly. Got the amp turned up. I'm getting feedback. Anyway, you pluck the string, and then push your finger down. Real easy. Where it gets more interesting, there are pull-offs. That's where you pick it and then pull your finger off. Same as a hammer-on in the other direction. Where it can get interesting, though, is you can do multiples. Why that's interesting? That's all hammer-ons and pull-offs. Yeah, hammer-ons, pull-offs. I like using them. I like little licks like that. But, real easy. Hammer on, pull off. Do multiples. Yeah, there we go. Hammer-ons, pull-offs. The next one that I think might be pretty good for you guys, right? If anybody hasn't tried it, pick slide. Gotta do the pick slide. Really, you push the pick into the strings and work it down. Everybody's seen them, right? I like to throw in a little bit of hand slide with it right behind it, like this. Right into a power chord. Yeah. Or you go a little bit quicker, it can sound cool. Alright, that's just a little thing I like to do. Just jazz it up a little bit. Pick slides are easy. Anybody could do them. The next one, right? Let's go to something a little bit harder. Pinch harmonics. Everybody wants the pinch harmonics. Something like that. Mine are a little sloppy, but you get the idea. What you do, you pick, and then turn your thumb into it. The whole point is, a regular harmonic, you just touch the top of the string and pick it, it makes a harmonic. Well, up here, there are a lot of harmonic spots. Find the spots that have the best harmonics and try to hit those with your finger, because that's where it rings out the best, right? Different on different guitars, different scale lengths. Some people hold the pick, like normal and just try to move their thumb into it. Pick it kind of hard and try to just have it just touch your thumb right above the pick. I hold the pick pretty tight in, not much sticking out there, right? I hold it nice and tight in so that I don't have very far to move to get it, Yeah, I don't always get it. It is kind of difficult, and you do have to practice it. But when you do get it, you know, it sounds awesome. Those low ones, keep in mind, they're a little trickier on the low E string. When you get it, it sounds great, right? When you get it, it sounds really good, but the others, you kind of pick across the top of it, you know? Like, and touch the top of it with the low E, you kind of have to get under it a little bit. I find you kind of have to, you know, get under it, dig in a little bit more. But pinch harmonics are really cool, you know? Those wonderful little licks. It seems to come to me easier when I'm actually playing something than when I'm just trying to do it. But anyway, it's like that with a lot of things. When you're actually putting it in a lick, it comes in a bit easier for some people. Anyway, there's pinch harmonics. Next we got a really cool one, and you can use it for power chords. That's double stops. That's basically where you just, instead of playing one string, you play two. I like it on licks like that. Instead of, that sounds cool, but sometimes I try to get at least one of those two strings to kind of get a pinch harmonic on if I can. So you got, you know, if I get it where they both ring out, but one of them pinching, that's, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. You know? Yeah, double stops can add a lot to what you're doing, right? You know? Sounds good, I think, right? The next trick I'm going to show you, and this one, if you get the hammer-ons and pull-offs, right? You get your pull-offs, works really well. Most of the time when you're playing guitar, you have open strings available to you. Like in E, it's all of them. In A, all but the B string, you know, has open strings available. So you can do some pull-offs onto an open string. On E, it sounds pretty good. You know your pentatonic scale, right? But right up here off of the 3rd fret. Right? So what you do, since you have that open string, you can just pull off down to the open string. You know? Pretty cool, right? Just sounds good. And it's not hard to do. A little bit of practice. Just you start slow and then pick it up. Well, you get there eventually. In A, you have that nice little thing Eddie Van Halen used to do. You can play your pentatonic in A. We all know that. Yeah, there you go. That's a cool little thing you can do, right? The next thing, and for anybody that's looked into sweep picking, you recognize arpeggios. Well, I'm not much of a sweep picker, right? But I like the arpeggios for nice little licks. And what you do is you find where your chord is, right? The chord shape, like A minor up here. Find your nice little bar chord, and then you go up the notes on that bar chord. Yeah. Yeah, just like that. Just go up the notes. That's kind of what you do with sweep picking. I just never bothered to learn how to do it fast. I maybe could if I practiced, but I like doing little licks like... Pick it up a little bit, you know. And that's just another A minor chord shape, just up a little bit. Yeah, find different chord shapes in different places and just do those arpeggios, and you can have some fun little, you know. You can have some fun little time with it. And if you want to practice more with like sweep picking, it's basically just moving the pick along the strings like I was doing, but faster. Yeah, that's a good beginner to it. If you want to do that. I never did, but you can. The next thing, let's do some string muting, because everybody knows it. The basic metal stuff. You take the meat of your hand there, right along here, and put it right on the strings right by the bridge, right next to it. And depending on where you put it, you get more or less mute. You know, you move back a bit, you get more string, you move it up, it mutes it more. But you basically just rest the palm of your hand or the meat of your hand right there, and then lift it every time you want it to ring out. Works pretty good, right? I like little licks like... Yeah, and with the muting, you could do that with those arpeggios, yeah? Sounds kind of cool, I think. Let's see, next thing. What is there anything else? Is there anything else I can show you? Oh yeah, bends. You got to learn bends. That's easy. Just hit the string and bend it. You just gotta use your ear to tell how far you want to bend it, how little, you know. Do you want to go a half step, like a blue note, or you want to go all the way up? And if you go all the way up to the next note, you can take a look. You got this note, and the next note on the scale, on the next string up. You can bend up to it. A double stop and a bend together. Yeah. Or if you want to do that hammer on pull off like this, but add it to a bend, get that little Jimi Hendrix thing going on there. So there we go. Yeah, that's just, you know, a couple of nifty little guitar tricks that you can learn. Anybody can learn this stuff. It's not hard, and most of that stuff, the pinch harmonics are a little bit difficult. The rest of it is pretty easy stuff that can add a lot to what you do. You know what I mean? And then, you know... There we are. Other than a little fumbling around, and nobody gets every note perfect. I get a lot of them wrong, can you tell? But I thought, you know, that might be a little bit instructive. You can do these things, and even just adding a little bit of it to what you're doing can make you sound like a much better guitarist than you are. And that really is the trick, man. That's what all of us musicians are doing. All of us are just trying to sound better than we actually are. Don't take that to heart too much, because it's even the top guys, all right? The best guitarists in the world are finding every trick they can to sound better than they actually are. And then eventually you are that good. I guess. I don't know. Just sound better than you are and fool everybody. That's what all of us are doing, honestly. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment. Tell me if I should do more of this kind of stuff instead of what I have been doing, which is just shit posting like an idiot. And I'll see you in the next video. I love you guys. Peace out, baby. Bye-bye.